And hello everybody, my name's Ty, your Pop Punk Bud, and back for another episode of Wildermyth. As you might see, we've got a couple characters on here which weren't on the screen last time, and that's because I recorded an entire video, and then my mic just cut out about 30 minutes in. So they've been saved to the legacy, but you guys, unless you know the game beforehand, don't actually know what's going on with that. So we're gonna try and pick up nope, not what I meant to do. Already off to a great start. Load, more saves. So we're just gonna start over from the beginning of this chapter and just see what we can do and recover, because it took about an hour and a half to get through it, and then everything was fine. Everyone made it to the end, got to do all the cool end game stuff, and then, like I said, I went to go check to upload the video, and I didn't have audio for the last, hour of it. But that's fine. We'll go ahead and just keep it moving forward. I'm gonna actually split the teams up into two now, because that worked pretty well for me in the last one. So I think I want... Let's send... Let's keep our main team together, and then we'll send the kind of newbies out to do their own thing. So we'll do that, then send you on over here. And that way we're kind of breaking up the team just a little bit and not having it, not slowing down our progress. One misty summer night, two friends walked these woods on a poorly planned patrol. Not to question your good sense or anything, but yeah, I know, let's find the path. But hey, know what this reminds me of? What are those books you read? The ones with like blood snakes and bat lords? Oh. Oh, you're talking about Seven Harrows. That's by Krith Banebait. It's Bloodlords and Bat Snakes. Actually, yeah, I'm also sort of getting... we're doing great. Getting that vibe. Yeah, you know what? Sure, what could go wrong? Also, I love how almost everyone's completely spread out. Oh, that's because I did have them broken down into groups of 3, and I kind of just separated them last second. Esri walks in a world of starless night, stifled with odors, stench, earth, time, loneliness. Where am I? Am I blind? Am I alone? Esri, oh, thank all gods you're awake. A flame flares. Julia carefully sets down a small copper lamp. The shock of the light is its own kind of blindness. As Esri's eyes adjust, she sees a prison that surrounds them. Earthen walls, crude bars of barely shorn bows. Bows? What happened? I remember being in the woods and then a cultist, rock snatchers, bull worshippers. Left us with this lamp and a little oil. I guess they planned to let us waste away, not sure what else. There's a simple sadistic genius in the message, leaving us light to starve by. Yeah. Well, the bars are wood, so tried it. You tried the... Cage is oddly impervious. I'm sure the explanation is dissatisfying. Old abiding magic of some kind. Can't cut it, can't batter it down, can't slip between the things. The lamp flame won't burn. And I guess these earth walls, that's all I can think of is to dig, but without food, doubt we'll get anywhere. Yeah, but our captors, did they come by? Have they? At least once while I was awake. I slept some, don't know how long. Wonder if they want me to marry their leader. Well, and we're here, we're armed, and we have our stuff. We have some time, and there's nothing to eat? Nah, the situation must be fluid. Seems like we won't be fed. Fine, okay. Any other prisoners or just us? No prisoners per se, but there's this thing. It's nestled there like a body of a brass pillbug, joints crusted with dry earth. A device of the old mortificers, mostly intact, but clearly lacking the spark of animation. Don't worry though, just some old, broken bonomaton? Yeah. Long time since it's been working. This is not nothing. Look at its hands. Did they plant this here? It looks like it hasn't moved in forever. You're getting a scary plan. Minutes bleed to hours, coagulate in unguessable chunks. Nights, days, dreary, hungry. Esri keeps studying the broken thing in the corner, gripped by a feeling she can't shake. Julia scrapes the beginnings of schemes in the dirt, but they're far too elaborate. Eventually she comes to a conclusion. Fairly simple, but you want to talk? Think I have something. Yeah? Well, my idea is not advanced, but it might work. So here it is. We play dead, very convincingly. Logically, they've put us here for some purpose. Us being dead disrupts that, so when they come in to examine our corpses, we jump them. I could almost see it working, yeah, as long as they care to remove us in a timely fashion, which I don't know. Here's what I'm thinking. Look at this old thing's shovel hands. If we can repair it, we have a tool to dig us out, forces them to either intervene or let us go. Repairing it, the more I think of it, shouldn't be much harder than replacing where the old sinew in it's rotted away and feeding blood into its system. What? I'm suggesting you cut off my left arm and we use the tissues to get this old creature working. Then it digs us out. No, but she has too good... She's got like all two-handed stuff, I'm pretty sure. So if she cut off her arm, then we'd be kind of out of luck. Let's go with Charisma Hope. They fall into dead positions and go still. They let the lamp burn high. The oil ends, the light dims and fails. As agreed from the outset, they lie motionless as possible, swallowing their breaths. They don't speak, don't shift. Who knows how closely they're being watched? The weight is excruciating, empty bellies seem to howl, shriek, echo. The inclination to fall asleep grows powerful, spells doom. Hips, spine, shoulders ache and stiffen and bruise. Is anyone watching? Will anyone come for them? The last trial is silenced by its hardest. Surely their bodies will betray the ruse. They try not to tense, holding their breaths. With a grunt, one cultist ties a tuft of purple moss to the bars, then lights it with flint and sword. Flaring up, the moss blazes amidst smoke that smells like scorched olives. These unnatural flames burn a portal in the mystic prison. Now Esri and Julia try to leap in a rush. Their muscles resist, malnourished and abused. They rise wobbling but brave-faced. Before they can charge, however, one of their captors cuts down the other and sheds his costume. Here I am. This is embarrassing. Gosh, people are annoying. I guess they talk later. The matron's at the end of this tunnel. Weary and free, Esri and Julia follow Dago to carve a way home. Julia and Dago are now rivals. So they both lose 1 hit point, but we all plus 1 armor in the warning, so that's fine. And it looks like we've only got one guy to fight. Okay. Interfuse with you. We will hit you with that. Oh, never mind. We will miss you with that, is what I meant, apparently. That, and we can just move directly in front of you. You should, yeah. So if you just, oh, no. Okay, you just decide to move backwards. Never mind. But, nice little easy fight. Let's see. Sorry, someone outside is literally, I don't know if they just have the loudest bass of all time, but it's just shaking everything. Crow Feather Cloak. Plus +8 to warding. You know what? I'll give it to our other warrior. Think we'll be clear from this point on. Luckily, it's day. Sun just passed those trees. Sunlight. No one knew where you'd gone, followed a hunch and saw, well, you know, disturbances in the plants, rocks, and things. The day awaiting them is high and bright. The scent of dry, shivering grass hangs in the fall breeze. Down there a while before I figured out a plan, though. My boy's pretty resourceful, makes an old woman proud. Days later, they'll reach home in buzzing sunset, a warm hour they'll share with cicadas in the road. You do come through, You do come through, Dago, even if I don't always expect it. Thank you. Worth it just to see your guys' dead faces. Am I doing it right? I think it'll be a while before I can seem to spend the day under a roof. Maybe, but I'll say this, a night in a bed alone will be pure bliss. I just love the the X's for the eyes being like, yeah, we're dead. It's like, is it me doing it right? It's like, you just, if you can make your eyes X's, you're pretty talented at that point. Let's see here. You know what? Let's go. I feel like you can't go wrong with having longer reach. And why did you just come here by yourself? Because that's definitely not what I wanted, but Dago should have gone over here. You, and then the rest of you should be here. Great Forest has been revealed. Oh, how did Dago get? Huh? Wait. Yeah, Dago hasn't gotten there, but okay. A ridge of limestone wraps the edge of Omnia Blind. Omenia Blind? Find a way in from this direction and you'd have high ground, you'd have surprise. I don't know, looks impassable. Possibly, but limestone is a rock full of surprises. After a few dead ends and false hopes. Finally, a promising channel in the stone stretches out in the right direction. Probably carved by an ancient stream. See, limestone is noteworthy in that, when repeatedly exposed to water, seems sturdy enough. Slow steps make steady progress. The stones lean in close, peering over each other's shoulders. Gonna make it, Esri? Kinda tight here. Not all of us are made of wet noodles and silk. Some of us got, warrior's hips. Hey, perfect. Here we are. Couldn't ask for a better spot to emerge. Just one last squeeze and it's a straight shot to Omnia Blind. I mean, I could ask for a slightly better spot to emerge. Maybe one that's a little bigger. How's it going there? I'm watching as she's clearly stuck. You're enjoying this, aren't you? So 40%, you all go find an easier way, or you'll find an easier way, it's fine. Go on ahead, I'll meet you there. You sure? Wouldn't want to pull one of those mighty hips out of the socket, well, now would we? Well, now we get to answer the eternal question, how necessary is Esri anyways? Think I should have tried the blaster out? Crumbly old cliff cave like this, not worth the risk. Stunt chance is doubled, and I'm assuming just here in a couple turns we'll probably get Esri showing up. So, for right now, we'll move you here. And luckily you're our one that actually does more damage with things like this, so hit you. Nice. Go ahead, little chunk. Move you, and I think that's a good ambush spot. Because worst case, if you don't go into it at all, I will get 2 attacks. There we go. 1 taken out. Don't even gotta waste the turn. That automatically hit Julia. Discus, fuse with you. Because we want to take out the raccoon ASAP, so that way we just don't have to deal with... Oh, alright. I was hoping we wouldn't have to deal with, There you go. I just don't like having the armor shred, which for granted I guess we don't have any, but ranged attacks are annoying to deal with. There's Esri. Thank you. Just in time. We'll move you over here, and... Oh no, that's right. Okay, she had a... See, now I'm gonna run into the fun thing of confusing what's been going on, because in the playthrough that I did that completely got messed up, she ended up getting an axe that actually shreds armor, which would be extremely useful right now, but it's fine. We will figure out what to do one way or the other. See if we can for sure get you. Get a good chunk off of you. Nice little range on there for you. Force the Rager to come back over here. Go and... There you go. Just one nice combat encounter. And let's see here. We got a tier 2 axe. You know what? Might as well give it to Tatana. And then plus 0.8 to warding. You know what? Let's give it to Esri since she's constantly in fights. It won't be the last battle, but my eyes... It was a... Oh, but by my eyes, it was a good one. We should name this place. You mean... Omnia Blind? Omnia Blind? Sorry. I hate... That's the one thing I hate about names, is never being able to figure out what to actually call something. Well, sure, that's the overall place, but what about a specific clearing or cliff? You think they have names? Being in the presence of a named place has a certain beauty. Anyway, a little commemoration never went amiss. The top of a nearby mound of stone seemed to fit Esri's vision. Perfect. Rarely does your heart confirm something so decisively. Battlebond Peak sounds like a place anyone would be proud to stand. You have an official process for this? One makes one's own. The place will know. Esri lit a tiny fire on the crag as the sun stretched out, building small piles and saying a few words. Julia wondered if she just enjoyed the motions of a ritual a little too much. She was the same one that I believe did like a blood ritual last time, so it tracks. But when she came back down, something did feel different. The company took a moment to regard Battlebond Peak on their way out, then continue on, hiding small smiles from Esri. Ooh. Just what I needed. Raccoons have more armor. We'll go ahead and send this trio right on over this way. One day, Dago will eventually show up over here. Dismiss you. And let's go ahead and attack. Did you see the huge moth that landed in Helmwain's hair earlier today? How could I not? And you weren't going to say anything? Oh, Julia. She walked around with it for like an hour. Tell me a story before the embers die out. That's me anytime I get asked to do literally anything. Just, huh? I just want to spend some time in a world where everything fits together nicely. Well, what would you like to hear? Tell me about the Trickster Moon, tell me about the Fire King and the Raindrop, or nothing too fantastic, just tell me about something that's happened to you. Let's go with the Trickster Moon. Why not? Julia told of how the moon used to be a dark hunk of stone until it tricked the sun into giving up some of his light. And the sun, as you always suspected, can't stand the thought of anyone approaching a fraction of his brilliance. The moon knew that a fair fight was out of the question. So while the sun was distracted, the moon fled over the horizon, drawn by a team of fireflies. And to this day, they take refuge in the night sky, shining where the sun will never find them, giving their blessings to those who move swiftly through the shadows. Ezra and Julia gain temporary speed. Nice. And a leaf spear, which I wish they didn't have such a movement range because I would like to actually get them sometimes, but let's go ahead and, because the fun thing of like I definitely want to do it in order to unlock more of the weapons and stuff like that that I can possibly get, but it's also a little difficult to get into place sometimes when you also have to deal with a bunch of other things, you know, attacking you. And granted, I also try to play pretty safe most of the time because I don't like losing people. Well, I would say something about, but okay. Wow. Yeah, okay, she'll be maimed. Okay. As long as I can get out of here, the pain hardens, but the force of Julia's will keeps it confined to one limb as she retreats. There's no way that I was like, yeah, I try to play it safe, and then instantly someone gets... Oh, I hate it here. We'll constrict you, and at least get rid of you. I just, I got nothing for it. Wow. Wasn't expecting that to happen right off the bat. But I think it's the second time someone's been maimed in this campaign. But, luckily, it'll be okay. We're gonna move you over here. Open the door. Hopefully get this raccoon taken care of. Thank you. Don't even gotta work on trying to move closer. I can just do that. And oh, you also went right into perfect range. Go, do that, and get a good chunk on you. Luckily, Ezri has a ton of armor, so... let's see. How about we move you in? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. So I got you. We'll probably... Oh no, we got missed by it. Do that and try to hit you with the discus, and of course, luckily I had that to help take cover. Discus, there we go. And yet another axe. Well, we gave her an axe, so let's just go ahead and replace that one then, huh? And then plus 0.72 speed. Ezra would benefit from some more movement speed, sure. You've been through hell, my friend. And the thought of you trekking back in this state is heartbreaking. So I have a surprise for you. Come on. Astral Star. Good, you're still here. Julia, this is Hastil Star. He's headed back out of here, and I've arranged a slight detour for him to give you a lift back to town. Arranged? How thickly did you have to lay it on? Please, a distraught old hero and our injured companion, who wouldn't be moved? What? It just feels weird, getting special treatment. Then think of it as balancing the scales a bit. You were in Death's front yard not too long ago. It's time you enjoy some good fortune where you can find it. Take care, don't forget to let your spirit heal a bit too. This'll be nice, maybe the treetops passing by, the bumping, that ox smell. Gorgons now 25% extra health. Poor Julia's now gonna go back to the nearest town to hopefully heal. Let's go ahead and work faster here. Just what a mess. Got poison. I'm not really worried about the stuff like that because I feel like I never make good use of it, so it could be a mistake, but gosh, you're going all the way back here? Okay. Oh, you know what? I don't want to do just 2 with that, so no, actually, let's go ahead and do oh, I guess I don't get the option? Cancel job. We'll do the full length one. That way, Julia's got plenty of time to heal up. Almost to Moss and March Brewery, aren't we? Let me check my eyeball. My eyeball says if we climb that rock hill, it'll be able to tell us more. Gosh, there goes. What a guy. Top the highest hill. Huff, huff. That was steeper than it needed to be. Quite a view, though, I'll say that. Ooh, something's... Egg. Dago, this isn't safe. Oh, eyeball, you've done it again. I just hate when he talks to his eyeball. Come on, Dago, leave it alone. Let's head down. Or let's hatch it or call it breakfast. We only had a 41% chance. We're just gonna go. Oh, eyeball, stay your salt and floods. No one's laughing, Dago. Quickly now. They pick their way down and not a moment too soon. Up in the nest, the mother eagle lights for a moment, but does not settle. Ooh, she's massive. Definitely a crag eagle. It's coming this way. Oh, it's mad at us, even though we decided to leave it shit alone, of course. Ooh-wee, invigorating, right? Jillian, you alright? No injuries, just questioning my attachments. She's back in her nest, gave us a little warning swoosh. There's no reward for doing the right thing, but remember this feeling and... Ooh, catch it, string it on a cord. Eagle Feather Talisman. Plus 0.7 health? Who could use it? You know what? Let's give it to Jillian. And what fight we got going on here? Okay. Let's just go ahead and do that. And what do you have? 2 reaction strikes. Okay, but do that. Interfuse with you. And I swear if the same type of thing happens where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be, you know, not too greedy, a little careful, and then just instantly get dropped. Luckily the Woken are pretty underpowered, so compared to, you know, a bunch of the other stuff, so I should be able to get through it without being too worried about my crew. Because I would really like to just at least have the first campaign not lose anyone. I did say that immediately as I brought my person just directly into the middle, or in the middle of 4 people in a room, but it's fine. Let's do that. Ooh, and that hit the higher end of the range. Probably not going to be able to get away with... See, 1 damage I can take just fine. And we'll bonus you. And there we go. I think that was the last one. Yep. Wow, they really like giving access, huh? Because I don't quite want to just discard something that's an artifact like that, but I also don't particularly have a use for it. And I'll be fighting more large enemies than small ones, so... I'm going to give it to you just in case, because I know that at the end of the campaign you get bonuses for having, like... Or I guess not bonuses, but you can keep them, you can use them in future campaigns. And I don't know if it's ones you've just unlocked in general or what. Sure, let's see if we can find an item here. You know what? We'll be fine. I'm sure. Oh, I was like, why isn't time moving forward? Julia, I would like you to... We've got 2 incursions. Cool. Oh, no. Yes, we do. Okay, well, let's go ahead and just get those taken care of right now. Get some bonuses at the end. Because, yeah, one thing is that you get... at the end of every chapter, you get the bonuses of, you know, collecting all of your materials and then upgrading things before you keep moving forward. And I think you get one before the final fight, too. So who would be good to throw some dodge on there? You know what? Why not? And then we'll send you 3 over here. Just keep everyone trucking along. Got some more resources. And, ooh, better stun chance. Let's see, who has what gear-wise? So do well for her, because refunding action points is great for being able to do a bunch of attacks. Also, I don't know what, I really don't know what Julia's gonna be able to do in fights now. Because, I mean, she's got Stoneclaw, which is cool. But she doesn't have any of her range stuff, so she could just be really out of luck. Ezri already has that, which gives extra armor. You know what? That's fine. And we'll send you here and... The day is calm. The scouting mission has discovered nothing dangerous. Having outdistanced his companions, Jilin sits to rest. Does he sleep, dream? Is it a vision, a metaphor? Or does a tortoise truly come up and speak to him? He has seen somewhere before the patterns that swirl upon its shell. Of course you have. This pattern is everywhere. In the wind and the stars, in the sea and the storm, in the fire and the fern. You have always been here. We? We hold up that earth and the sky and the storm. We protect the fern and the water and the wheat. You should understand that. You protect others also. You're one of us. Can't you feel it? This is it. This is where I belong. Yeah. Are you sure I'm the one you want? Your choices throughout your lifetime have fitted you for the task. You're not born a guardian, but you have molded yourself into one, moment by moment, day by day. You are worthy to join the fellowship I speak for. Do you accept? Yes, absolutely. What happens now? While you live, nothing. Continue as you have been. After your death, we will discuss this matter further. Do I become a tortoise? The precise form is open for negotiation. That almost makes it sound as though you guardians are all around. Throughout the world. Everywhere. It does, doesn't it? Be well, Joan. We will speak again one day. Hey, Jillian, you've been napping on the job? No, did you see it's a pretty cool tortoiseshell pendant. Did you just find it here? No, it's kind of a long story. Someday I'll tell you. Plus 0.7 health. Nice. And that's funny, we literally just got the equal one, but yeah, why not give you a lot more block? I feel like block will do more good for me than the little bit of health. What do we get? Fabric. Fabric's a lot more important because we get a ton of hides, so do that. Continue with you. Let's go ahead and fight here. The rain hasn't let up much through the winter. The earth is soggy and stinking like a corpse. Hills have sunk and dead mice float in flooded fields. People are moving towards the mountains. Going by Arnon's map, we're nearly there. Are you good? Now's when we find out whether we're hooked fish or heroes. I've heard it said that to cut a noose is to gain a dangerous friend. The Gorgons are swarming these days, choking us, drowning us. This whole world is near its limit. Any chance may be our only chance. Alright. Maybe we'll just get lucky and do a 2-for-1 right off the bat. Nope. So like I said, I can't do a ranged attack anymore, which is not super helpful for my ranger. But I guess we'll see. I can't believe that I was like, oh, I try to, be careful and not immediately rush into everything, and I instantly just got focused on it. My one teammate that's like really useful to have for range stuff is just dead now. Or not dead, but just doesn't have the ability to do range stuff. But so Crystal Sword has a better. So do I ignore armor with that too? Is she gonna be like super powerful? Because every time you kill an enemy you can do that, but I can also do a ton of... Oh, the piercing shot works with melee. Oh. Okay. So she might be like pretty powerful now? I don't know. I'm very interested to see. Please. Oh my god, no, please. Please don't instantly get yourself... Discus. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna do that so we can just immediately become hidden. Because I don't want her to get hurt anymore, because it's already been pretty bad. So let me double check here. That's tier 1, let's do 2. So we actually probably are better off using this guy. And then that way if we get any stun, it'll do fire like splash damage and of course now you're pinned, so I can't even get you into range of anyone. Interfuse with this, and then get one more of you annoying guys out of here. I was like, we can't move at all. Sure, do that, Guardian. So the real question is, no, I don't think it'll work that way, because I'm pretty sure with my ambush, if I don't get a shot off, I get an extra attack, but we'll go ahead and do that. So, melee range attacks deal more damage based on the opponent's health she's missing. Because our hope is obviously not to lose health, so I don't really want to mess with that one. I mean, we might as well, because we can't do literally anything melee-wise, so, or ranged attack-wise now, so. Once every 3 turns, doing this so focus on next turn. You know what? Sure. Got my back, may not be done fighting. Arnon emerges rather suddenly from a damp shadow standing before a root-framed tunnel, so you made it. You doubted we would? The old deepest leads them into the dark. The earth walls are slimy and black, streams of water sloshed on either side of a hastily heaped gravel path. Clouds plop from the ceiling, support beams have clearly been rushed into place. Don't take any offward tunnel, they've been falling in. Deeper in, earth walls give way to granite, the warren rots. The flowing water follows carven channels away from the main tunnel to some dark end. When will you abandon this place? Oh no, we can't. Do you want breakfast? It's mid-afternoon. Ah, but we're not chained to the sun cycle. We have breakfast whenever. How I assume inventing brunch worked out. Arnon shows the way inside a marked passage. A weird smell beckons them through, to the other side. Here they are, dear, the Badger and the Ranger, and more to follow. Blah. Will you offer them grum? Sure, I did. No one wants lukewarm, chewy old grum, I keep saying. Isn't it an interesting world down here? It's an interesting world down here, isn't it? As long as it doesn't collapse? Oh, aye, adventurers, this is some drunk I know. Yes, some Velda. It's said I was born in the basin of dried caldera to spirits of the salt and rock. Does get said a lot, but not actually true. Right, technically it's false. You two are married to each other? We're mostly married. In times of strife, it's nice. All this is fascinating, of course, but it's not what we're here to learn. The Ranger's tracking truth, I see. You came because you must defeat the Gorgons, is that right? We were told you knew how. I know what the Gorgons did, their leader. I learned of him, Ulstryx. Arnon tucks into a bowl of beige mush. Looks like shroomy gruel with some kind of green gold dressing. Ulstryx? We know that name well enough. Yes, Ulstryx. Raised a great number of his brethren, and they went off to the valley of god beast Moatana. And of that great god beast, they made pewter. Velda gazes on her audience of 3 from beneath the massive horns adorning her face. A scowl twists her already crooked features. Arnon finishes his meal, pulls at his beard and wipes it on his cowl. Who? Moatona. Moatona is an ancient one, a keeper of balance. The unassailable balance of Moatona keeps all the opposing forces of this world in harmony. And because Moatona is dead, that throws off the weather, and the seas and the peaks. All will turn into a big blue Gorgon soup. Us, the carrots and beans, and you, the onions. So that's why Ulstryx needed his army, to slay a god? Well, what was the point of that spear we bled over? Wasn't that supposed to be the symbol he needed to unite whatever Gorgons behind his crusade? What matters is this, Moatona cannot die, she's petrified. The reason I called you here is that I've been hoarding a certain restorative spirit, distilled from the roots of the extinct bullflex flower. I call it root beer. A medicine? My root beer should be able to restore the great Moatona if you can get it to her. My brewing goddess Velda. Well, assuming all that's true, why us? Don't you have your own lackeys? But deep down some of it is, we're afraid, so our people are made frail. Water's the worst doom. The Gorgon leader is strong and fearless, so too are his hordes. We are too old, slow, I am scared to die. The Gorgons aren't going to just let us do this, are they? And do we know where to go? And are we sure reviving this god beast will fix everything? The badger grows quite asky, but I'll answer all your questions. Over breakfast, I'm still hungry. It's salty warm. Velda is true to her word, and as Arnon serves up bowls of grum, she draws a serviceable map upon the wall in pale chalk. The food is surprisingly good. Lastly, Velda hands over her healing ale, a single sealed earthenware bottle. Soon they're on their way again. They carry the hope of all the land and its creatures in one fragile bottle. Okay. And luckily, since we're doing it like this, we can start having everybody kind of making their way over. And yeah, we'll go ahead and just do that for you. Let's see. So they are over here to... Of course it's going to be a hassle to get over there to stop them, but honestly I might just keep moving forward because there's only so much I can really do, and over here we can at least defend. The Gorgons have come, hisses and roars and trampling feet. The earth almost bubbles. It quakes. How should the defenders respond? To beat bones under the prairie sky, there's worse things. Let's go with 65% chance. Fortunately, disguising their paltry force becomes a clumsy mix of crossed intentions. Disorder reigns as they hurry to better positions. Walling provides no armor this combat. Ah, cool. Great. Just what I was hoping for. Okay. Let's at least start moving you over. Come out over here. It's not you. Oh, it's literally because you're basically hiding behind something. Now I'm just hoping I'll get a bunch of poor civilians killed, but we will see. Thankfully, there's no ammo mechanic in this for like range stuff, because I would hate to I would hate to be in a fight and then be like, oh, hold on, I have to take this turn to reload. Also, wow, there's a lot of enemies over here. This is... Let's see... Please knock out one. Ooh, and now I can't interfuse with... Now we'll interfuse with this. Ooh, and we can hit both of them with one. This then gives more of a clear line of sight. And maybe with any luck, we can back up and pick you up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, and there's another thing. Jeez. Let's move to you and get some good damage done on you. Take you out. Wait, did that one person just straight up die instantly? And I just didn't notice it? If so, I feel kind of bad because I was not paying attention at all. But... Okay. Well, rip to that one lady then. Come on. Yeah, sure, I'll take the accuracy hit. I think it feels his way back to safety. There's so much he has left to live for, so much ahead of him if he can make it through today. Then I patch my man at some mystique to his luck, yeah, sure. Gosh. At least I'll take out a couple of these. Wow, this... I wish my first campaign had gone through because this is going way worse already. Of course you do no damage. I know I should have kept some of the experienced ones with the inexperienced, but hindsight is 2020, so we'll just do what we can to make it out of this. God. Oh, and there goes someone else. What a mess. Please, hopefully this should be over soon. Come on. Please. I was like, I had to just say something at some point about how I'm like, oh, I try to play it safe so I don't hopefully get everyone killed, and then Never gonna let that one go for me. Oh, alright, cool, there goes you, so... Poor, like, whole town getting everyone killed. Please, okay. Alright, lesson learned on that one. It's saved. Okay. I was like, because I'll basically need to come through here, hit this branch, and then... I don't... Yeah, we can scout, I guess. Sorry guys that all of your stuff's getting messed up because I just can't do anything. Oh, but... okay. We're gonna come back here. No, I don't want you... yes, I want you to go do this instead. So, Dago is back. You got a cool eye patch now. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. So it's like if you do build up defenses and then they fall to it, you get legacy points. I didn't know that. Alright, Tarnan. Yeah. You're adventurers, right? So you've seen things? Yes, maybe you have to be more specific. Partially see things now, more like it. Have you ever met people who have a second soul? Sometimes it comes through for a moment reflected in the angle of some light. And then they say things they don't remember, or suddenly have skills they never learned. Asking for a friend. Right. Wouldn't surprise me, but very little does anymore. It's weird is all, and I thought that maybe if I could join you, I could get to the bottom of whatever it is for my friend. Oh, sure, bloodshed, mysteries, we've got all. Welcome aboard. She got any stuff? Because I wonder how this stuff ends up working out. Because it's a fun thing of like, I don't actually fully know a lot of like how the stats work in base. But, well, Julia's no longer a hunter, so let's have a hunter. Or, I mean, she is a hunter, but not a trained one per se. Sure, let's get rid of that one. I need to get to the end of this campaign, please. Yeah, let's go. You guys should be able to take this. I just love noises. Owl. Sometimes I wish I knew what they were saying, don't you? Gusts rise against them in cold complaint. The quiet between gusts is gnawed at by night things. The wind. Helmlane has to be nearby, I'm sure, so... just more ambient noises in the night. Ah, crazy, yeah. You good now? I'm good, I'm just glad no one else saw us. Anyways, when have we not survived, right? I'll admit, I can't think of one example. Well, makes an estimable difference if we can go in aggressive, so yeah? Yep, gotcha. Sure. Fortitude and stoicism, why not? Armor. Yeah, I'll take that. Alright. Come on, Ezra, you're moving up first, because... we'll do that, and then... hopefully get good discus shot in there. See, that's what I like to see instead of just watching all my people constantly die. And yeah, we'll just team up with that. Luckily, we had the bonus temp HP, so let's see. Hit you for a good chunk. Nice. Took out the row, even though we had a low percent chance. We'll go ahead and take you out. Luckily, she does a good bit of damage and ignores armor, so can't complain too much about that. We got 2 more enemies that appeared. Nope. Of course. We can interfuse a discus like this. And nice. Take a 2 for 1 any day. And move you over here, so that way if that rager decides to move at all, it's like it's gonna be, yep. Force you to get hit, I'll hit you. And let's see here. Interfuse over here. I should have gone for something else other than what I did interfuse with, but come over here. Oh, alright. Interfuse. Steel fire. And we'll probably be able to. I will take just 1 hit, 1 kill. And I'm going to level up. Right, fusing with a tree and a grave plant. Ooh, that actually might not be bad. Fuse with 3 additional targets. Once per turn, and all that stuff. Skeleton dagger, plus 1 damage, kills twice as much bonus damage, potency. Current damage increased by 4. Honestly, sure, why not? Throwing axes and shred armor and deal damage. Yeah, let's do that to replace poison. Also, potency, let's add that to Hawaiian. There you go. Okay, we'll go ahead and work fast to secure this site. That way we can hopefully get through here as soon as possible. Oh, can I really not? There we go. That was what I needed. Although it's crazy because it'll take 80 days to do that when it was 100 days to just travel. Yeah, honest. Melee range attack supply hobbled. Piercing's honestly, I think, probably the most important right now. Let's do that, and then we'll take these 4 to go over here. The sun's fallen and a silver fog floats from the trees where shadows pool. Jillian, stop for a second. You able to see? I don't want to step in bare doings. What I call a buttery mist globs into your face, doesn't it? The quiet forms a fence around them, impenetrable, the whirling air almost utterly opaque. Now I'm worried. Tarnan? Dago? I think we need to not stand here. Let's get to the trees, at least those are solid. They halt just inside the shelter of the pines, the dark air clinging wet. The trunks they press to dampen their palms. I don't like tree clinging generally. And then something vast moves besides them, slow, achingly slow. It passes, too enormous to be seen, impossibly silent. You alright? We're all right? Night's fallen, the fog wanders away, clinging to the felty outline of that gargantuan shadow. Let's find the others, maybe they saw it too, maybe they saw it better, or I'd rather just take a look now, try to go cold quick in the dark. Let's care about the others first. Don't be stubborn, bad night to be chasing moonbeams. They meet in the open. Tatana, Jillian, wonder if they saw it. Crickets crackle again, finding the rhythm somewhere in Owl pipes his blue notes. We're here. Apparently, all were able to glimpse the shadowy giant as it passed. None saw more than a black suggestion of its form. Then, as they're about to decide whether to set up camp or search for huge tracks by starlight, a disturbance shakes the tree line. And you'll probably notice a weird little jump cut. Not jump cut, but just a cut in general. Mainly just because I had to stop last second at the end of the other part. So this is all still continue from the last video, but in case you didn't remember from a few moments ago, we're in combat. And we got a bunch of Morthagai, I believe. That's what all of the robots are. And let's see. Well, interfuse. Yeah, I figured that would be at least decent for getting a couple hits out. Shred some armor and get you at least mostly knocked down. Yeah, turn one, having to do a bunch of extra work to actually get people knocked out, I will take it. Let's see. I forget what stone actually does, but because that is an artifact, I think. Yeah, so bonus damage to large enemies, +1 stun damage. But also it could be cool to have the... let's replace the spear, why not? Shreds one armor and pins all enemies within a 2-tile radius. Yeah, I'll take that. And we can interfuse with you. Hopefully get a good discus shot on this one. Nope. Do that for you, and... okay. Nice little one-shot, and... ooh, there we go. Get some good damage out there. Let's see. We'll just go ahead and move you all the way up. Which I feel like I've been playing these guys wrong because they get bonuses from being interfused with more stuff. Discus, rock. There we go. And maybe we'll do something like that. Jillian would be a lot better if he had some sort of piercing. I don't think I'm too worried about Dago getting killed, but... Let's move you here, and you're only so. Maybe we'll get you in? There we go. Dago took more damage than I really wanted him to, but it's okay. We got a couple levels out of it. And let's see here. So do you want extra reach? And extra armor and warning, but reduce speed, or automatically enter Guardian when ending turn with movement? Let's go for that. Not sure. Make our trees a little bit better. And we got a new wand, which we can use to replace the old one. Some more since you're normally kind of getting up in it. The fight has brought them back under the boughs of the wood. You know why I hate night battles? Can't tell them why my clothes are wet. I think it's quiet. They make a broad search for a sign of the giant's passing, but are forced to camp precious hours from sunrise, having found nothing. Still, the story does quite well in taverns, and those who saw a dream of a colossal being, all shadowy grace, silvery fog, and overwhelming quiet. The dream of seeing it again one day. They dream for years and years. Tatana and Tarnan are now rivals. Wow, everyone just hates each other. That's fine, they got another upgrade to that. Yeah, you guys can try and find an item. We'll hopefully get this pass finally finished. 3 ingots, I'll take it. And we got ourselves an accuracy necklace, which let's give that to Tarnan because it'll do us some more good. Oh wait, because I want to have the dream team tackle this tile. Because luckily we are almost finished with the campaign. Which is funny because I had to stop like 15 minutes before the end, but it happens. So you I don't want. I know for sure I want Esri and Dago. You can take a back seat and we'll do that. And yeah, I mean, figure at least give them something to do. Let's do like a tier 2. Because I don't think it'll matter in the long run, but it's a final fight, and then the game's over, it'll end, so. A hillside cave serves as our final campsite. Our tale isn't fully written. We're Gorgon slayers now, but tomorrow and ever after we'll be heroes. Our names echoed in hills, in halls, in songs. Be sure of your gear, this is the last sleep. We'll be prepared. Got a bunch of bonus materials, nice. And let's see here. I feel like she deserves a better offhand. Well, that's cool. I can literally just make the shield for free. Which one do I like, though? I feel that matches the best. So we'll do that. Give her the shield. Julia, I don't know what to do with you. I don't know why I'm bringing her. I'll be honest. I didn't even think about that, but sure. We'll give you an upgrade thing like that. And better bow for you. And do I want more armor or better dodge? Let's go with the better dodge. And you know what? I think that looks good, and we still got a bunch of legacy points, so let's go into our final battle. The Valley of the God Beast, Moatona. We knew we were set up for an unwinnable fight. Even in the relentless rain, it was a beautiful place to die. Julia, we have a chance, don't we? Not just winning, but surviving? Well, we ate good, we got our rest, nothing we faced so far could stand up to us, right? Fragilin, I can't lose. Quiet would serve us well here. A clear path climbs the hill ahead of them, to whatever waits. Alright. So you automatically got that going on. We're gonna interfuse with you. Discus around here, hopefully just get a little chunk of damage. Move you here and get you knocked down just a little bit. And Julia, you know, has to melee combat now, so do that and get him. Nice. You can actually attack diagonally, so we'll do that. There you go. Already just a good chunk of enemies taken out on turn 1. And luckily, let's see. How do we want to handle this? Let's move down just a little bit. Infuse with that. They get a good discus shot off. There you go, and then that way you won't be any problem. Dang, I had a really high chance to not have that happen, and it still did. Yeah, that's fine. So I'll at least take that, and then we can defeat you. And I believe because I don't think we've got any more. Oh, we do have one more enemy left. Gosh, there's so much just corruption on the ground. Luckily, everyone's got some sort of wording, so, and it replenishes every turn, so it's not the end of the world. Go down over here. Gorgon will hopefully move closer to us. A Gorgon and a Rager, which should be all that are left, but Oh, not who I meant to move forward with, but... okay. We at least got that Gorgon taken care of. You on over here. Infuse like this, and we should be able to take him out. There you go. And now I think that's gonna be probably the rest of... yeah, that's the rest of the enemies, so... let's withdraw from you and infuse with another one of these because if I remember correctly, this will actually stay through when we trigger the kind of next cutscene. So, and everyone will automatically move over here so we can get a kind of head start on attacking them as soon as they spawn in. Ezri, now's the time. Look at this thing. Were you really around all this time? Climbing up its slick neck, Ezri unseals Velda's earthenware bottle. Just gonna pour it on the thing? Don't see a porthole. She douses the petrified head of the god beast Moatona in a spicy, sweet-smelling elixir. It's not working, is it? Ah, well, we're out of time, Ulstryx. He's here. I studied and loved the stories of the old, the myth that made us. Never realized I was in one until the end. But Ulstryx knew this tale was of his telling. When the first land was raised from the folds of the sea, two worlds were born out of one. To Ulstryx, a mighty and arrogant Gorgon hero, this was creation's mistake, and he dreamed he'd mend it. Very little has ever been known of the details that scrub and swirl beneath the tides. We know the Gorgons are old. So maybe they aren't easily moved. My vanity hopes we threw them as surprises. But it's possible we were fools from the very beginning. We puzzled the stone and chased the sphere of petroglass. We struck a blow, I think, in taking it. But our grubbing plunder of a Gorgon heirloom gave him a story to tell. Our species cast as scrabbling villains. Incited, his Gorgon brethren together rose behind him to impugn this gentle god. And the ocean rose while the rain fell and the ice of the world turned to melt. For a while, I'm sure, he believed his dream would replace reality. The rain stops, but it won't. Alright, time for one of our last enemies. Ulstryx, the mighty lord of Gorgons, scarred and strong, hurls his underlings before him and raises himself high, prepared to fight. Got a couple of foes, and a couple more. And so now we're gonna do that, and we'll move you forward a little bit. And see, last time I did it, it actually kept my interview stuff, but this time it didn't, so I don't know if it was just something that wasn't supposed to happen or what. But we can. Discus. Good chunk of damage. And we're basically just going to want to focus on Ulstryx when we get him to actually move up here, because he's going to if we defeat him, we instantly just win the battle. So it's like, and enemies will keep coming until we actually do that, so the sooner he's taken care of, the better. And let's see. can swap with you, because now we'll actually get bonus damage with our X. And let's make you like this. You know for sure we can get you. Nice. Nice little 2-for-1. And see what we can do with this. Get you re-hidden. And because of our extra range, we'll have no problem getting you knocked out. Or, well, at least a good chunk of damage off. Ulstryx just killing the monsters for us, apparently, which, after how the past couple fights have been, I definitely need some sort of bone thrown to me. Look at you. Deal a little bit of damage to you. Let's see, Julia, what can you do? Of course you missed. There we go. And he's attacking again, so do that. And let's see. Let's go ahead and just get you taken care of. And oh, we got another stunt damage. Okay. Wasn't expecting it, but that's definitely the luck I like to see. And we'll go ahead and send Sultana in. Yeah, this turn we should be able to knock out Ulstryx, I believe. Let's see. You. Remove you up a good bit. Disco shot in there, and with any luck, this will be it. There you go. Got another kill in the process too, and that's Ulstryx taken care of. The mighty Ulstryx finally crumpled before us, his raking corpse twitched still. It was over. Some would say we saved the world. And we did save the ember of it. We cut this red coal of life and held it away from the water, carried it into the next morning. Through wreckage, loss, destruction. It would take time for the water to go down, the memories to lose their bite, to rebuild, to heal, and maybe to live new lives someday. But our story was just one of many. The end. And there we go, we won. And yeah, so this is the second time that I've won this campaign, so I don't actually know how this next bit's gonna play out, but... One day, Julia awoke with lightness in her step. I understand now, it all makes sense. She vanished for 10 years and returned somehow, unaged and full of sorrow. And how's Dago? Miserable? The world must have knocked him on his rear by now. Nah, he's pretty happy. You sound quite certain. Tarnan built a lodge that attracted like-minded hunting enthusiasts. Days were spent tracking in the woods, and nights were spent exaggerating what they attract in the woods. It's cool that you get like a little bit of the recap of what's happened, and then also things that are going on afterwards. Sultana got up to see the sunrise every morning often, and she insisted on company. Why me, though? Shh, chillin'. Breathe it in. We can't take a single dawn for granted. Not anymore. Dago took up the mandolute and convinced a few others to form a band. We call ourselves the The Brotherhood of the Blazing Angel, you know, since it's not being used anymore. No. This is the sheer disappointment. Julian's life ran its course in peace and honor, and after his death, folks said they saw two tortoises watching the house from a distance before disappearing into the wilds. There were days Ezri and Julian felt far apart, doing small errands or when they got to dwelling in distances remembered. The mountains miss you, the birds and the lake, but they never stopped returning to each other down roads and across fields of memory. Quiet moons went by, but few before Helmwain wandered off. Don't look for me, son, let me have the dark, that I bargained for. She took her dagger and walked beyond the edge of the west, out of books and out of most memories. And that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed watching, and I very much enjoyed getting a chance to actually play through the full thing, even if I had to do this last chapter twice. So hopefully our next adventure will be better than what I ended up doing myself, because don't mind me as I just knock everything over my desk. But it's like, and okay, so I already had all of these characters in the legacy, so I don't actually know what will carry over from this one, but we can add in the new person that we picked up. And okay, so it looks like maybe I should have removed them beforehand, but yeah, so a quick update on what happened in the one that the recording got messed up. Julia did not lose her other arm, so she actually can still do a good bit of stuff. Tiltana got blessed by flame, so she actually has, you know, a flame arm and looks kind of cool with that. Dago didn't lose his eye, and he did okay. Ezri ended up actually getting herself a got herself a pretty cool axe. And so Tardan's the only new one that we got. Helmwain obviously still was her skeletal self, but you know. But yeah, so it's cool because afterwards, normally what would happen is the legacy points that you get from completing the campaign, you can use them to upgrade people to be, or upgrade your legacy characters to be stronger, so when you recruit them in the next campaign, they've got better, you know, gear and abilities and stuff like that going for them. So like, that's cool. She's got a retirement age of just 1,083. So Helmwain, no matter what, as long as I take her with me, she'll never have an opportunity to retire, I believe. But let's see, abilities. Yeah, so obviously she is just, you know, mainly skeletal, so on and so forth, but we still got her ability to interfuse and all that fun stuff. But so that's that. We'll join up in the next one. Let's actually see, because now that the campaign, or the tutorial is complete, we can actually keep going through more of them. And so a lot of the other ones are actually like 3 chapters instead of, or 5 chapters instead of 3. So we'll probably just kind of make our way through the list, and then we can start messing around with the normal ones or the legacy ones, and just go from there. But as always, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to leave a like on the video. Subscribe just to know when I'm releasing stuff in the future, and hopefully here shortly I'll have a edited version of this campaign to kind of condense it all into one bite-sized chunk if you don't want to sit through and watch all of this. So until next time, this is Pop Punk Bud signing off.